Mogen niet instappen in het laatste rijtuig.
We arrived, and then that's the EU behind us, the EU offices with the flags, and looking for a place to stay, which is somewhere around here. L, maybe for leftovers for an extra 50 cents. This is my dinner.
Non, non, en plus, à la base, j'avais deux bouteilles de choses, deux jours avant, dans la vie, parce que j'ai dit, on a mis une grosse chose.
Got out of the metro station and now walking towards somewhere in the center. This is I don't know, hopefully the main town square. I don't actually know, but I'm gonna find out on my phone. So nice to be out after months and months. I want to say a year, but it's actually just a few months off my master's degree. Finally got to go out and do me.
Princess from Habsburg.
Oh, she got married.
Yeah, and
it's always like that. It's always, yeah, they get married.
Yeah.
Where? Oh, it's,
But I think it looks the same.
special outfit for today.
Yeah.
They dressed them up.
Usually it's black flag.
No, I know I'm gonna get into an accident.
I actually had never tried the scooters.
It's like vanilla with little bits of chocolate in it.
Okay.
We're walking around, just passed by the tomb of the unknown soldier, and here, not the crane, but it looks like there could be a view, maybe there. We'll see, maybe there's no view. I am at the beautiful comic art museum, and you can see kind of behind me, that's from Porco Rosso. So I just started here, but I'm so excited. Everything that I've enjoyed since I was a kid up to now, as you know, as a grandma, it's all here. It's all here, and it all makes sense. Suddenly, everything makes sense somehow. I'll explain it. It's just that everything I love about layouts and typography and drawing, it's just all here. It's just all here.
Par exemple, bizarre en français, c'est pas forcément ça. C'est un moment.
These two are familiar, but I don't know.
Tintin.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, yeah.
Au début, nous avons commencé avec 4 dessinateurs. Donc, Berger avait de lui, c'est appelé lui-même, Jacobs, Jacobs, Puvelier et le en même temps, c'est une cinquantaine.
Pega aquele dedo no pet ali, ó, o verdinho. Pode.
We're in the park for our last day in Brussels. Yeah. After that, we're gonna take Flixbus #ad to Amsterdam. Oh, this is a really lovely park, really nice and cool, temperature cool. Yeah, a bit of a wild park, forest park feeling to it. Not quite like the manicured French gardens.
I am so very happy that we are not rushing out of time like last time from Paris to Brussels. That was quite a memory, but not in a good way. So we're here early.
Yeah, that was not good. No more of that.
No more,
Yeah.
please.
This is better, even though we're sitting
Yeah.
around not doing anything.
Yeah,
Fine.
like I don't want to try my luck again. I hope
Yeah.
I can use out of my luck, but I don't want to try that anymore. We're taking train 50